it's genuine. I have absolutely loved this process. I've learnt so much, and I've leaned very heavily on the professionals that know what the hell they're doing. We've ended up putting together a great piece of land. It was our family home. We had the opportunity to buy the house next door, and we decided we wanted to embark on the project. We understand finance and we understand risk and commerciality, but didn't know anything about development, so it was really critical for us. We had the very best professionals on the team. In reality you pay more, but I'll tell you what, it's paid off for us incredibly well.
We instantly aligned mutually and culturally and hit it off. One of the things that really excited me about doing business with Steve and Lawrence, his partner, was the fact that they'd assembled so professionally such an elite team of consultants, which gave me an incredible amount of confidence at the time.
It took us months and months to get the team assembled, and a really important part was people can be brilliant in their own silo, but if they don't work across and collaborate, then we're not going to get the optimal outcome. And the thing I've been unbelievably happy with is how the team have worked together. So collaboration has been really important.
Like most initial discussions we have with developers, there's some initial plans that architects have done, and in this case it was Fender Katsoulides. We'd review the plans and see if we believe, after our research on the market, that they're market appropriate plans and they're the best plans for that location to maximise the revenue for the clients.
360 have been central to the whole project. They from the very beginning, they reviewed the plans, they came up with suggestions. We were going to do 25 apartments, that came down to 24. That was very much a decision driven based on optimising the layout. John and the team were very heavily involved in commenting on each of the apartments, working with the architects and with the town planners. They're very, very much a collaboration, taking the market knowledge and understanding of what's going on in the market and what the customers will want, featuring that into the apartment. So, involved in every single step of the way.
We start with the floor plates and the general mix, and we found that the market was changing and there was more demand from owner-occupiers. So we changed the mix to slightly larger units. So the actual project where we started and where we finished was dramatically different. And there was fewer units to sell, but they were larger units.
John and Sarah, from the very beginning, reviewed the plans, talked to us about the plans, made some suggestions that just accretively built on what the architects were doing. And the architects were open to how do we improve this to make it a better product.
The real challenge there was maximising the value on the ground floor, which is traditionally the cheapest area of an apartment building, as traditionally apartment buildings, the values escalate like for like as you go up a building. So we're really, as a team at 360 Property Group, we were really focusing on that ground level and how we could really maximise the value for the customers. So we got really strong sales traction, not only on the upper levels, but more particularly on that ground level, so we could lift the revenue for the client.
From where we started to where we landed, by the input, and a team input, but very significantly from John and the 360 team, added about $5.6 million to our sales price.
The real focus was the mix and getting the mix right, so it was the appropriate for the market at the time. So we changed the mix, and then once we got the mix set, and then it was making sure the appropriate apartment was positioned with the appropriate aspect, so we could achieve maximum value across the whole floor plate. Once we went through that process, then we go through a process of absolutely fine-tuning every single layout. And we look at creating subtle points of difference that the buyer can sort of pick up on to create real sales traction. We have a belief at 360 Property Group that if you get the product right and do all that hard work up front, it should sell itself.
I expected that we would take 4 to 6 months to sell out, and we sold out in about 6 weeks. I mean, it was just incredible. The value that 360 added to the project is immeasurable. The contribution they've made have been very significant, and as I say, I'm going to keep coming back to it. It isn't just technical capability, it's about, you know, working with people that are truly professionals, that have got a great attitude, and you know, I have never once felt like I'm, you know, looked down at or viewed as an idiot because I'm a first-time developer. I've felt supported, embraced, and you know, helped. I'm very clear I'm going to do another development. I don't know what that's going to be, but we're definitely going to do another one, and I'm going to use the same team again. I'm not going to make any changes. The team has been brilliant, both in terms of improving the design, the layout, being clear about what the customers want, and at the bottom line. You know, the bottom line was really important. You know, $5.6 million of extra revenue, directly attributable to the collaboration led by 360.